Whichever way we do it.
6 and 2 threes in it. That one. Right, there you go.
Whichever way we do it.
6 and 2 threes in it. Oh, I better actually mute it. Right, there you go.
Here we go, live. So I'll let you do the intro, dude.
This is Just Real Talk with Dave, and I forgot my own name there.
What's that? Just Nick? What's that?
What's my name? Shit.
So what's that name I'm gonna be again? Mark. It's Mark.
We've got Mark. Today with the Marks. So what we plan to do today is take wrestlers from both AEW and WWE, but I want to shot a couple in from one from Impact and one from
we're gonna throw any kind of wrestler from any promotion.
NWA, right? So I'm gonna start this off. So I'll tell us what we're doing and then we'll get into it. So we're gonna pick a wrestler from each show and we're gonna decide who would actually win in a fight or who's better, pretty much. So my first one,
who's better popularity-wise, really.
Yeah. Josh Alexander or Nick Aldis.
Wow. Well, I'd say they're total different. I'll let you fight for who you think would be.
It's hard to say for that one, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but I'll let you. We've got to pick a side. I think I know which side I'm going to go for.
I want to go Josh Alexander. Just because I personally feel he's better in ring. He's not the best on the mic, but he's definitely better in ring. So I'm going, and he's got a sexy head guard,
which I still don't understand.
I think it's from his thingy roots.
Amateur.
Yeah.
I can only guess that it's the amateur wrestling stuff.
Yeah, that's where I'm guessing from as well. Right, I'm doing this totally wrong.
You're all over the place, mate. You're all over the place. There you go. Get chilled out.
That's better. I'm leaning forward when I've got a Bluetooth keyboard here.
So so I'm gonna have to go with Nick Aldis. I think he's come on absolute leaps and bounds from his days as Magnus in TNA.
Agreed.
He has been absolutely gimmicked to hell when he first joined. And he's just made an absolute name of himself. The stuff what he does at NWA, not AEW. NWA, he's an executive producer. He works a lot of stuff behind the scenes. That's why he'll never leave NWA. He's just got so much stock in it. He really wants to make that promotion the best in the world. So for me, as somebody what's behind the scenes, just takes him to that next level, I think, above Josh Alexander. I think Josh Alexander's fine. He's a really good sound technical wrestler. He's still learning his craft a little bit as a main eventer, I feel. I don't think he's quite there yet. I mean, a lot of people will totally disagree with that, who were absolute massive Impact marks or remember him as in the North. But as a name from somebody like me, a casual Impact fan, I don't have that connection that most people do. Whereas Nick Aldis, I pretty much remember him from Gladiators in the UK as the Oblivion, the Big O.
Was that him?
Kind of, yeah, that's the Oblivion. He was in the Sky One Gladiators, not the ITV one back in the 90s. It was more the 90s. He was Mason Ryan was also a gladiator who came into WWE at one point.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
He looked like a Dave Bautista rip-off. He was a Welsh lad. He was a gladiator as well. So there's two gladiators from that new series on Sky One, what became wrestlers. But Oblivion was already a wrestler.
Hey, James. Hi, Leeds.
Leeds, shout out to you. I've got the chat on my phone, so I can watch. James Chadwick will probably hate me for saying stuff about Josh Alexander, but can't be helped. I don't watch enough of him. I did think it was a sweet moment with his kid. I can't remember which pay-per-view that was, but when he invited his little kid and he was wearing his ring attire,
when he won the one of the, I think it was one of the belts, wasn't it? When he won.
Yeah, I thought that was sweet. I like that kind of stuff, but as a wrestler, I've not seen enough for me to be like, yes, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, blah blah blah. I've seen a lot of Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
I've watched him through TNA as Magnus, whatever. I've seen him multiple times as champion in NWA, going up against Cody Rhodes, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? I've seen him countless times, so I know what he brings to the table. So yeah, I am going to lean towards Nick Aldis just because I know more about him. I know what his character's about, and then I know what kind of work he does with NWA.
Oh, right. So we'll leave it up to chat. You guys can decide it. Nick Aldis or Josh Alexander. Who wins? And while we're waiting for chat to decide, we will move on to the next one. Obviously, I'm going to go, right, from AEW,
Sure.
Evil Uno. Of course, I'm going in first. Pulling out the big guns.
Oh, it's definitely, he's got the big guns.
Who are you
It's
picking
only
from
fair
WWE?
yeah, it's only fair to try and bring out one of the big characters of WWE against Evil Uno.
It's got to be the biggest.
I'm gonna go Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Oh.
AKA Elias, AKA his dad, granddad, his mother, his entire family.
So it's does that mean I can bring in the Dark Order then?
Well, they're not all played by the same person, though, are they?
What do you mean they're played by the same person? Ezekiel's family isn't.
We all know it's we all know it's Elias.
It's not. Don't lie to me.
Mr. Sampson.
Mr. Sampson. So the chat have gone Josh Alexander.
Yeah, I can see that. I understand that, like, Cos James is he's the biggest
yeah, straight
Josh
away.
Alexander mark. Oh my god. If he didn't vote for Josh Alexander, he'd lose his ownership of his Impact membership card. It'd be disowned by everybody.
It'd be disowned by everybody.
But Impact, yeah, it'd lose his membership. I'm only kidding.
Right, well, since you used Josh Alexander, Nick Aldis and what he does behind the scenes, I am 100% going with Evil Uno because of what he does behind the scenes for AEW. A lot of people.
I've actually seen a reveal of Evil Uno's face. I have seen what he looks like underneath the mask.
And he's sexy as fuck. Why do you think I like him?
Yeah, it's amazing that the reveal was that he was Ezekiel.
I told you he was sexy as fuck.
So it's been in AEW all this time. I mean, I couldn't believe it myself. Like,
guys of many talent, isn't it?
Oh man, the guy is talented. We could right. Just to change it up a little bit because we were talking about wrestlers and stuff. I think we should just go. What is the best faction at this moment? It probably include Dark Order. You could include
Ezekiel's family.
Ezekiel's family, obviously. But I think, what is the best faction? And I'm going to start, and I'm going to blow your mind, because nobody will see this coming.
Go on,
Absolutely no one. It's Control, baby.
We didn't. No one saw that
Bailey,
coming.
Dakota Kai, Io Sky, best faction in the world ever. Come at me, bro.
I'm trying to think. To be fair, right, it'll be hard to top that because they've all got boobs and they've all got asses. But right, this isn't my favorite one, right? But this is to top yours with boobs and asses, right? Bigger boobs, bigger asses, Toxic Attraction.
Toxic Attraction. Ah, right. That faction, only two of them can actually wrestle.
Currently, one's injured.
Oh, well, that didn't make a difference. Is that Mandy Rose what's injured?
No, it's... I don't actually know who it is.
No, I'm kidding. I am joking. I know it's Gigi Golding, isn't it?
Yeah. She's definitely got the biggest ass out of everyone in that group, I think.
I preferred her as her own... Priscilla Kelly? When she's back in the day in the independent scene. Absolutely gorgeous back in the independent scene. I think she's all right now, but I think her outfits back in the independents were a little bit more risque with WWE television, I think. I've been watching a lot of female wrestling on YouTube. Been going back through Tessa Blanchard's
I'm
matches.
so glad you said YouTube and not Pornhub.
Well, going through Pornhub, but there's only one female wrestler on Pornhub, and that's Buddy Page.
That is very true.
The Page videos. Where the fucking hell have you been?
Yeah, I've seen them.
They've been over the internet for quite some time. Edward's in the chat. Shout out to Edward Brown.
Shout out to Edward. Hello, Edward. How's it going?
Good to see people's names coming in. Dave looking better than ever. Where? Yeah, I have got my usual screen up this time, so I look a little bit more enlarged, as I can see on the screen right now. So yeah, I'm like big head Dave.
I'll next time when I'm not like rushing about like I was today, I'll fix it properly, so it's like better for us. Because I need to sort my camera out as well.
It's alright. It's fine. I've got a massive head, so it's cool.
It fills up the full screen.
Yeah, this is real life, guys. I'm just a massive head. No body, just an head.
He floats. So
by the way,
go on.
Just to let people know about the predictions game, the video what's gone up wasn't meant to go up until tomorrow. It was meant to be premiered. So honestly, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It was meant to be premiered. I effed up. So it's out there on the channel already for you guys just to go and watch, put your predictions in. I know James has put his predictions in already. You've got an extra day to get your predictions in, so there's no excuse. But that just means there's only one video tomorrow, which I do urge everybody to go check out. And that is the Finn Balor Bray Wyatt video. I am so proud of that video. If that don't beat the 400 views on the Undertaker one, I am going to be distraught. Because I've really done it. That video is the best one of them all. And I hope people will go and watch it tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yes, 5 o'clock.
There's the shameless plug out of the way.
Before we go on, Edward has asked, whose side are you on, Sammy's or Eddie's? I don't know what's happened to him. Eddie's. Sammy called him fat. And you don't call someone like Eddie fat.
Eddie Kingston all the way. In fact, if I'd have been Eddie Kingston, I'd have flipping knocked Sammy Guevara's head off. It wouldn't have been an air shot. It would have been a proper connected punch.
Fucking right. I don't know what actually happened. So I've been told he swung for him.
He swung. He missed. But I wouldn't have missed.
Oh.
There's a thing in the locker room which will come black.
Oh, yeah, no, there we go. I pressed a button, which I probably shouldn't have pressed.
We've disappeared, guys. It's the Fiend.
The Fiend's took over the stream. Oh my god!
No, mandible claw. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Eddie Kingston should have knocked his fucking head off. To be quite honest with you, that's my honest opinion on that. Sammy Guevara. Yes, I get the plucky gimmick of him being, but backstage being cocky to a veteran like Eddie Kingston, fuck off. If he got smacked, then that's it. Would have gone.
It's mental. It's absolute mental. Like, why did he choose to do that? Like, first the guy cheated, right? And he blatantly fucking did. The guy's just a fucking prick.
I get it in front of the cameras because he plays a heel. I get that. You be a cocky little shit in front of the camera, but this is backstage. This is personal time. You're backstage. There ain't a camera on you now. So to say that to somebody, especially Eddie Kingston, what is a badass. He's not somebody you just go, oh, you're a cockhead. You know, we are getting a flipping slap because Eddie Kingston won't put up with that. And it's not a persona where it needs to be in front of the camera. He's just like that in general. I've seen enough of Eddie Kingston on like vlogs from like Ethan Page or I don't know, Thunder Rosa or all like that, to know that that guy is just somebody you don't mess with backstage, either in front of the camera or off.
No, you don't. You really don't. Not him. Edward has also asked, what is your thoughts on a Punk match?
My thoughts on the Punk match. I'm going to be quite honest with you. CM Punk was already injured. He shouldn't have come back. They brought him back just to get the title on Moxley.
Yep.
That's
Which I personally think is the right decision.
Yeah, I don't believe the politics of like last week, the Ant-Man page thing, that it's punishment. That's bollocks. I absolutely think that is absolutely bollocks. He'd have got fined backstage for that shit. So they wouldn't have done that on camera anyway. So it's not a punishment. Look, Punk is legitimately wasn't ready to wrestle. And that was clearly obvious within the first couple of seconds of that match. They've used it as a great way of getting the title onto Moxley so they can move away so that CM Punk can get the full respite he needs to recover from his injury. And that's what they've done it for. It's purely a necessity thing, not a storyline thing.
Agreed.
Is basically is what my opinion on that.
Complete fucking bullshit, according to James.
The thing is, it just leaves a wide door open now for people to speculate who do they bring in to face Moxley. He's going to have a title match all out. He's got to. You can't imagine a pay-per-view where you've already lost Thunder Rosa, by the way, and you're going to have a fatal four-way to decide who's the interim champion there. Imagine going into a big pay-per-view and you ain't got a champion, or your champion hasn't got a match. It's bizarre, it's crazy, it's ridiculous. So they need a big name. MGF obviously springs to mind, which I think will happen. Everybody will be going, oh, it's Bray Wyatt, it's Bray Wyatt.
Could be. It could be, but I doubt it.
100% no. Still 100% no. I think if he's coming back, it's WWE.
Yeah, I agree.
Because AEW won't know what to do with that guy. They're not the best with characters at best of times. They don't know what they're doing, to be quite honest with you.
When AEW first started, they were spot on with the characters. They were spot on with everything. Now all of a sudden,
the direction.
Yeah, but now all of a sudden they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They've got all this big talent in, and it's just like shitting in your hands and fucking clapping. You have no idea. They have no idea why the fuck they're doing it.
Jesse Jack, I'm a shout out to you, dude.
Yeah, shout out to you, Jesse.
Yeah, it's just like, well, he's just got like you said, when they started, clearly it was wins, losses, draws, count, which is fine. But then you had Dark Revelation, or whatever it's called. I always get that name wrong.
I don't mind them shows because.
But the thing is, them wins and losses on there suddenly count, and this shouldn't. I don't believe that. You've got your top star going against an independent star from the whatever place they're from that particular week, and it's clearly obvious they're going to get a win. To count that is kind of like, well, you're kind of cheating a little bit there because it's like your win losses should mean something. That means fuck all to me. That's basically just like a random match on Raw where it means no. And we go, oh, well, why are them two fighting? And that explains Dark, the YouTube stuff. It's like, why are them two fighting again?
With Dark, it is just to bolster up like some of the win records. And if you are new joining the stream, please leave a like button. And
Austin 316, shout out to Austin 316.
Yeah, shout out to Austin. I don't usually look this pixelated. I usually am quite more pixelated.
I thought that was your real face.
It is. Shh, don't tell
them. That's what I thought. That's what you actually genuinely look like, pixelated.
I'm more pixelated usually.
They'll see a proper photograph of you, just not literally pixelated. It's like, what you still look like that? What's going on?
What's going on? I haven't changed.
Michelle Thomas has asked, what is your favorite wrestlers of all time? Everyone, apparently.
Evil Uno.
Evil Uno, yeah. Mine is, well, let's think. Gobbledygooker, that's my favorite wrestler of all time. Hector Guerrero, Gobbledygooker.
Unbelievable shouts, them. Unbelievable. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button.
If you have to subscribe, do that as well.
Yeah.
Nick, subscribe, people. I know this is not my channel, it's his channel. But
I should be doing it. Subscribe if you want to.
If you're not subscribed to me, go subscribe to me.
Subscribe to Dave. Subscribe to Jesse.
To me anyway. They're all my subscribers.
Yeah, they've all come over.
Nah, everybody in chat's already subscribed. What you on about? Yeah. Shawn Michaels is mentioned.
Shawn, right, here we go. Right, and we'll go old school. Obviously, AEW haven't been around that long, but a fight I would like to see. Right, I'm gonna blurt out one now. Shawn Michaels, Malachi Black.
Malachi Black.
Yeah.
Tommy End. It's interesting.
Very interesting.
Very. Yeah. Well, it's the battle of the super kick, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah.
Who's got the better kick? Who's got the better? You've got Sweet Chin Music versus what is his move? Black Mass, I believe.
Yeah, Black Mass. That kick's unbelievable.
For you, that's the battle. Who gets the kick? Who gets that kick? Yeah, it'd be quite an interesting contest. Shawn Michaels in his prime, I would think, would win.
Yeah.
But Shawn Michaels near the end of his career, I think you've got to pick Malachi Black every day of the week.
It's a bit hard to say, isn't it, really?
I think obviously Shawn Michaels in his prime could out-wrestle pretty much anybody.
Oh, I was going to say,
and has done on a regular basis. He's not only had the best match at WrestleMania with The Undertaker.
Definitely one of the best matches that like.
Some of the other matches with Bret Hart, with Stone Cold. He made Hulk Hogan look like he was flipping the Incredible Hulk at SummerSlam that year. So, Khalid, hello to you.
Hello, Khalid.
See him doing shout outs as well. I have got the chat up on my phone, so I can see you guys. Just to be kind. My dream match, and
what's your dream match?
It's not going to surprise anybody. It's me and Bailey. No, it isn't.
That's a different sort of match.
Yeah, that's a different kind of dream match. But no, it's actually Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle. I would love to see that.
Do you know what, right?
Bret Hart as
both submission people, aren't they? So it'll be
both collegiate wrestling champs.
Yeah.
They both were really good at the Greco-Roman collegiate wrestling. So I reckon that would be a flipping battle. You could easily do a 60-minute Iron Man match with them two, and you'd be entertained all the way through.
100%.
Tell you a story. They will tell you a picture perfect story between them both, and it's such a shame that we never got that matchup. And it's just one of them what I wish we could have had. But unfortunately for Bret Hart, as Kurt Angle was coming through, Bret Hart had suffered from concussions, was in a bike accident. Bret was not in a good place at that particular point in his career. So it was just a shame that they just didn't cross paths when they should have done.
I wish they did.
James Chadwick says a prime HBK versus AJ Styles.
That could have happened anyway.
Interesting fact, and I don't think it will blow people's minds, but The Rock and Shawn Michaels never actually wrestled each other.
That doesn't surprise me.
Apparently, The Rock, well, I think it might even be Shawn Michaels, just said that the styles just didn't mix and that it just wouldn't make sense to them to wrestle each other. So they've never actually had a singles competition. I think they might have met each other in a tag match once, but they've never had a single match. We've got about 10 seconds left. So we might need to just nip off and
so
back in a minute. Stay with us, and we'll be back in a sec.
I'm really upset with that.
Boom. Hello.
Hello. We should be back.
We're back. Hello, guys. We're just waiting for just Nick.
Can you not
A
hear
little
me?
bit. We can't see you yet, bud. You're back though. Yeah,
I took it out and blew it. I'll have to wank it off later to make sure it works properly.
We've just seen your wank towel behind back of you. It's like
Oh,
still-
that's my King's thingy, that, you know. Like,
Oh, you use a red one?
yeah, my red one. I've got the crown somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I can't find my crown. Next time I'll put it on.
Oh dear.
Oh, what's happening here? Shelby is fucking annoying.
Who's been?
I don't know. Someone called to James. Shelby's annoying.
Dave, Nick, a match I would like to see is AEW Britt Baker versus Tony Schiavone. I'm just trying to see what anybody's saying. Yeah, Gene match The Rock versus Shawn. HBK says Jesse Jackhammer. Interesting.
Interesting. So here is another one. Well, so we'll go back to what we actually thingy. Who is better, right? So I'm gonna chuck out a tag team, right? And I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks, obviously, because they are one of the best tag teams in AEW.
Definitely Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels ripoffs. I don't like it. I have no love.
Technically, right, if you look back, right, at most of the wrestling, majority of the wrestlers are rip-offs of another wrestler.
Yeah. But I just Super Kick Party.
Yeah, that's definitely
Everything about them just pisses me off. I just have no connection to them as a tag team whatsoever. And it's no disrespect to them. It's just because they just came with this big reputation from New Japan. Oh, got to love the Young Bucks. The AEW fans were up their arse straight away. I mean,
they've put on great matches, definitely.
But and I'm going to shock a few people actually now, because I'm not actually going to pick an WWE tag team to combat them. Because right now, the best tag team in all of professional wrestling is FTR. Without a shadow of a doubt, they piss all over the Young Bucks. They are an actual proper man tag team. Like back in the day, they could be the new Brainbusters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. They've got that image. They've got the look. They're the tag team. What is top of the tag team division in any wrestling promotion?
Okay, I'm not arguing. You win. You win that one hands down.
Yeah, the FTR, one of the best tag teams in the world. Well, they are the best tag team in the world.
Oh,
without a shadow
hands
of a
down.
doubt.
Hands down.
I mean, you could make a million arguments over like the Briscoes, which have been around for years. I do like the Briscoes. I mean, the Von Erichs, unfortunately, are not on the big stage that probably they need to be. I mean, they're in MLW. I think if they did move away from that, they would be huge. But at this moment in time, I just think that FTR are just one of the best. Gorillas of Destiny, they could
They're
be
good as well.
a massive shout for them, I guess. But FTR still wins it for me.
Oh yeah, hands down. They currently are the best tag team in the world, and no one can argue otherwise.
Yeah.
So I've got Oh, go on.
Go on. No,
I was only gonna move on.
Yeah, right. It's cool. Go
on. Jay Lethal.
I like Black Machismo. That's all I'm going to say about Jay Lethal. I'm not a massive fan of him, but I did like it when he ripped off like Ric Flair and Macho Man. I liked his impressions. I'm not so keen on the wrestler.
Well, since he did that, that's when them who became good mates. That's why he was picked to be in his last last match.
Of course, that back and forth in TNA was one of the best TV segments. Just watching Ric Flair losing it in the ring and he's taking his clothes off and he's like elbow drops to nothing. That was typical Ric Flair though.
Breaking news: Edward Brown is jealous of Dominic Mysterio because he's getting beat up by Rhea Ripley.
Dominic Mysterio. Oh, you mean Eddie Guerrero, son?
It definitely looks like him, 100%.
Right, combat Jay Lethal then. I think an underrated wrestler in WWE, and he could be booked a hell of a lot better. Yeah, Cedric Alexander.
Oh, that'd be great. Do you know who I was thinking? Chad Gable.
Chad Gable would be great. I could see him being the next Kurt Angle if they used it right. You know what? When you look back at this flipping storyline that they went with
Jordan. He wanted
Jordan,
Chad Gable, you know. Kurt Angle.
Chad Gable would have been the bloody perfect choice because he looks like Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
The way he wrestles, it looks like Kurt Angle. It made sense. I know why they did Jason Jordan because funny. They picked the one that you thought we would pick. That's Vince McMahon's sense of humor, isn't it?
Massive
Basically.
as well.
So, you know what I mean? Chad Gable would have worked as that. And with all the shush stuff, it's very Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Very Kurt Angle. He's booked like Kurt Angle right now. Get rid of Otis because I don't see him as a good tag team. They're not a great tag team. Otis was split up from Tucker for absolutely fuck all reason.
Should have kept him with him. Tucker was a decent wrestler.
I don't know why they've got rid of Tucker. I don't get it. Vince McMahon again, being a dick. They should have kept them as their heavy machinery. They would have done all right as a tag team. They need more tag teams, to be fair.
Oh, well, he's trying to work on that now, Triple H, isn't he?
Yeah, they just need more tag teams. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if grizzled young veterans ever come back, you know, when they stop being druids, that they could.
Is that what they are currently?
Young. Yeah, the druids to Joe Gacy in NXT 2.0.
Fucking hell.
They've changed the look, took away their Scouse heritage, and made them look ridiculous, to be quite honest with you. I don't like the new gimmick for them. They were great as the grizzled young veterans, and they should have come up to the main roster as that to add character and stuff like that, but they've kind of ruined them now. They're not themselves. They're playing parts. They're not being what they were before.
I'm going to go on a rant about fucking Stalker Boy. Yes, he's a character.
Oh, Dexter. Oh,
but
don't you
fuck
get this,
that
Dexter.
guy. Fucking, why is everyone celebrating a fucking goddamn stalker? He fucking kidnapped Indy Hartwell, right? And made her fall in love with me, right? If I did that to someone, I would be fucking sent to jail. Yes, you can say it's a fucking character.
Yeah, but he kidnapped the Miz.
Exactly. He's going to make the Miz. No, I fucking love the Miz. I love the Miz. The Miz is unreal. Like,
I don't mind the Miz, to be quite honest with you.
he made Logan Paul look great. Like, people can say Logan Paul did a lot of stuff in himself. He did, but without the Miz, would he look as good? Probably with a Dolph Ziggler.
But he's a creep. He's a creep, says Edward. What, Dexter Lumis? Dexter Lumis, right, is talented for one. He was Samuel Shaw in NWA. He's been around the independent scenes for a long time, doing the exact same gimmick as he's doing now. He is played. The fact that the guy has that death stare, nobody else in wrestling can pull that off at this moment in time.
Agreed. He's not awesome. You know what I mean? So James likes creeps. Sorry, but James likes creeps.
And anyway, does anybody remember the last time you heard him talk? Because he doesn't cut promos. He draws pictures.
Do we want him to talk? Why would I want to listen to a fucking kidnapper?
You do realise that he's going to have a squeaky voice, don't you, when he does talk? Hello.
If he does, right, then I'll take every comment back.
Loomis. I'm Dexter Loomis. Hello. I kidnapped the Miz.
Can't kidnap the Miz.
I don't know. I like the fact that he's on the main roster. I like the fact that they brought this unhinged character in. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, he's kidnapped the Miz. Obviously, the show should have ended when that happened because to continue the show after that meant that, well, you've just had the Miz kidnapped and you're not doing out about it. You know what I mean? And they didn't. Oh, well, let's go to the next match. It'd be fine. They kind of just moved on to the next segment, which was a bit weird. That should have been the last thing on the show for me.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something as big as that, that'd be the last bit of the show. Leave it as, oh my God, the Miz has been kidnapped, and have all the backstage staff coming out and trying to stop it from happening. Just make a massive deal out of it would have made more sense. But I'm not. It's probably on a grey area of that show, to be quite honest with you. The rest of it has been on point. The storytelling. I think the other guy, what was involved, I think they might work on that. Maybe he's got a job in WWE through it. He was
Hopefully.
Raj something, Rahan, something like that. He was an independent wrestler anyway. He wasn't a big name. It'd be nice to see if they could actually. James says, "I know."
You know before.
You know,
he has
he
talked
was.
before.
He talked before. As he talked, what in NXT? If he's talked in the lower divisions, then fair enough. In the lower indies, but I've not seen him talk while he's been on.
I'm sure he talked on Impact.
Might have done. I don't know. Wouldn't know about Impact.
No, you don't watch Impact.
From what I've seen of him, he's never talked. So, yeah, apparently Bronson Reed is in talks with WWE return. Impact's Noah. He's not been used on Impact, so I can't see why that can't be a possibility, to be honest. Escobar coming up to the main roster is obvious.
What do you think of?
There's a lot of things changing at WWE right now. I think interesting times. We've gone down to 4 people in the chat.
We haven't thingied either this time. That's fine. The last one we did, we had like 38 views at the start of it. Like once we finished it, and then
odd now.
Yeah, it went up loads.
90 odd now. Yeah, it went up to 94, I think, last time I checked. Cool. Anyway, we're not here to talk about views, because nobody wants to hear us do that. We're not talking about demographics. No, we don't. We'll talk about views like AEW do. I mean, now it'd be interesting to see what viewage they actually got last night.
I'm reckoning about 950. There's no way they hit the fucking 900 mark.
That shit though for a title match. That shit. They've got to be in the million mark, surely.
They might have done.
They've got to. If they don't, then that's a failure. It's got to be classed as a failure. They've got to be hitting 100. You've put in 2 of their bigger stars in a title fight, an interim champion versus a champion. If that doesn't spark interest between the wrestling world, then it's doomed. You've got to be hitting 1 million with that.
I think that they would have the CM Punk getting their thingy taken off. Cornelius T. Welcome in. AEW is a little better, but it's overrated.
We've got some new faces. New faces.
Sort of disagree.
Too, guys. Go check me out.
Dave's channel is in the description.
Yeah, go drop me a sub, guys. You'll get more content where I just slag off AEW.
What's your thoughts?
Total WWE mark.
Yeah, he's a WWE mark. I'm an AEW mark. A big AEW mark.
I love all wrestling, to be honest with you. I only wind people up.
Hi, Adele.
Adele's in the chat. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
What's your thoughts on Liverpool's group? I don't even know what the groups are.
Oh, Liverpool have got Ajax, Napoli, and Rangers. The Battle of Britain. We've got the Battle of Britain.
Battle of Britain.
I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? Ajax have not got Ten Hag, so they're not the team that they were last season. They've lost a hell of a lot of players. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about them, plus we've beaten them before. Napoli, Italian team. Okay, so. Rangers is the game. It won't decide the group, but it's the game that people will be like, yeah, I'm tuning into that. We're going to watch that game. That's the one we're going to pick on. So, yeah, Big Spear's got a good draw. They've
What?
got Frankfurt. They've got lower end teams. They've got nothing to worry about. I think they'll qualify easy. Chelsea, I can't remember who Chelsea got. No, but Man City got a fairly reasonable one, as usual, because they did tend to do. I think the group of death is Barcelona, Bayern Munich. I think Inter Milan are in that group as well.
Oh, that is. Right.
It's a tasty group. I mean, we had Barcelona, Bayern last year. I think they clashed last year in the group stages. So it's a kind of a repeat. PSG, we've got Juventus, I think, in there.
That's a good group.
I'm doing this all off of the top of my head. I haven't got them.
Right, so Cornelius T has made a comment which I am going to easy this value or whatever the word is. I feel AEW has too many belts. WWE needs some edge. It's too soft. So, right, AEW's belts. This is AEW's belts. Tag teams, the triples, when they finally get unveiled. That one that Pac's got, the world champion, the TBS, which Jade Cargill's got, the TNT, which is Wardlord got, and the Women's World Championship. So that's 7 belts, right? You are seeing other belts on there. They are not AEW's belts. Sorry, but I need to get this right now. It's not AEW's belts. Don't sit there and say, oh, the Ring of Honor belts are on the TV, so there must be AEW's. It's not fucking AEW's.
We were going to talk about that fucking belt that Hook's got.
Oh, FTW.
That Taz Championship.
Right, so 8 then.
It's a fake title by the fucking way.
Do you count it?
It's not real.
Do you count it or not?
Hook is your fake champ, guys.
Yeah, I think it's just something for him to hold for now to see how we can do as a champion.
It's a shit belt.
It is a shit belt.
And you've got, to be quite honest with the I know where Cornelius T is, if I'm saying his name right. I get where he's coming from.
Oh yeah,
because
but
it's not AEW tomorrow. If they change networks tomorrow, there's a new title.
But yeah, probably I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
But right, saying
doing that, surely
so
the title's a joke.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Trios title. ROH. I don't think it's needed in there. I don't think it's needed in wrestling. Who gives a fuck about fucking 6-man tags? Fuck off, 6-man tag. You kiss my ass.
People with 3 people in the faction.
About WWE. And then now we've got a fucking title in fucking AEW. It's best thing since sliced bread. Go fuck yourself. Don't need it.
Just because WWE didn't do it first.
No, it's not. It's not even that. I don't like 6-man tags. I think they're only used to get wrestlers on a fucking show.
Yeah.
That's all they're used for. It's not the mean fuck all. Oh look, we've got. It's like now we've got Bailey's faction. That's 3 of them. We're gonna get 6 female tags with them now, and he's just gonna get them all fucking time. Don't really want that.
No.
Who wants that? I don't want 6-man tags all the fucking time. It's boring.
Right. So Cornelius T has said. I'll read everything what he said before I I'll go over it. Now I get what you mean, but they're under the AEW banner. NXT's under the WWE banner, but you don't say the NXT's are WWE's belts. When you have that many belts, it kind of starts taking away from the importance, which I agree. When it seems like everybody has an opportunity to have one. I'll give you a perfect example. Pac is one of my top 3 wrestlers in the past 3 years. A guy who should easily be AEW, 100%. But it defends on YouTube. That's because that belt is not defended on Dynamite. That is defended all over the world. That's why it's called the Atlantic belt. But I do agree with you what you're saying there. Okay.
The Atlantic belt is just a way of getting promotion around the world, of course. But if you look at it, you've got Americans and Canadians going for it. They shouldn't be fucking loud. It's not for them. But yet you've got them competing for it, which is a joke. They've got the fucking world title to fucking fight for. I can understand why they brought that in, but you people used to scoff at fucking WWE for the European title. And they did. Why have we got the European title? Why is Shawn Michaels the European champion? You know, it used to be fucking shit like that all the time. But I can understand people going, well, we've got these guys. Let's make a legitimate flipping mid-card title. We haven't got the Intercontinental. We haven't got a US title. Let's do this Atlantic title thing. Which is, it's fine, but the TNT title should be your mid card. That should be fucking huge. And I don't think it is.
It doesn't get defended as much, right? What I've noticed.
I don't think it's a big title. I mean, yes, Brody Lee has held it. And they've changed the fucking look of it more times than I've changed my fucking socks, which they need to fucking stop because that's annoying. Can't keep personalising to every single fucking wrestler that carries it. That's stupid. That's just fucking bad business. Oh, look, you've got to get this belt now because it's the one what Miro's got.
It is a bit stupid that they keep changing the fucking belts around.
Right, it should have changed. Obviously, Brody Lee, let's get it right. That should have changed because it's a commemorative thing for him, which 100% bang on. That's what you should do. Get that. But to do it every fucking time somebody wins it, Cody Rhodes, you had Brody Lee, then you've got a Sammy Guevara fucking one, and then a Miro one. And
we don't we don't say that prick's name on this channel. Fuck that guy.
Eddie Kingston's round.
All we can say his name, all we like. 100%.
I just don't know. There's too many titles. Just Cornelius is absolutely spot on. It diminishes what you've got.
It does. Which I agree with that. I agree.
Jay Cargill was. I had this argument with Ever Right on my channel, and Jay Cargill is highly thought of more than what the female champion was.
Yes.
More used on TV. So you've got a TBS champion, which is supposed to be a secondary belt, but is getting more TV than the AEW champion, which was Thunder Rosa. That's a joke.
Yeah, I can understand that point of
view.
100%. I agree that point of view. Why she get more TV time with
TBS.
That belt? But
why not take her off TBS title, put her with AEW title?
Yeah.
Job fucking done. Promote the fuck out of her then.
Yeah.
Because that's the smart thing to do. You put the TBS title.
She's not ready.
Like Penelope Ford.
She's not ready yet.
Or flipping Anna Jay. Promote her character with a title. What's a secondary title? So it doesn't matter.
What character?
You know what I mean. I'm gonna choke you. I'm gonna choke you.
Oh no!
You.
So I'm gonna have another little rant. So I've been ranting quite a lot, right? But before Brody Lee died, right? This is about the Dark Order. He asked, right, that he wanted everyone to stay together. But what has AEW fucking done? Let Anna Jay fuck off to fucking Jazz, which is a pile of fucking shit. I can understand contracts running out.
Entertainment.
It's fucking sports entertainment. Anna Jay, just get your fucking tits out, right? You've got
Jungle Boy. He certainly knows about Anna Jay's tits.
Yeah. What was I saying? Alan, I can understand Alan Angels and Stu Grayson. Stu Grayson, both contracts ran out, which is understandable. Like, if they didn't want to stay there, you can't force them to stay there. Colt Cabana, I don't understand. I think this is what I think. I think it's just because CM Punk came in. That's what I truly think. I think CM Punk came in, and ever since then, he was hardly seen on TV. He hardly did anything with the Dark Order or anything, all because of this is my personal thinking. I don't know if it's actually true or what, but because when CM Punk came in, you saw a loss of Colt Cabana. Okay, rant over.
Yeah. Obviously, CM Punk came with a fucking massive ego anyway, didn't he? He came back for money, obviously. It wasn't cost of the promotion, cost of money. So wave enough dollar bills in somebody's face, they're going to go, well, you know what, let's give it a go. And I think that's what he's done. He's not even the prime wrestler that he was.
No.
To be quite honest with you, he's way out of touch. Absolutely way out of touch. To stick the title on him like they did was stupid. He should never be champ.
No, well, he's not now.
Well, obviously not now, but he should have never been champ in the first place. I've always said this about AEW. There should be less concentration on the ex-WWE guys, more concentration on the up-and-coming guys. Yeah, I know Sammy Guevara's out of the fucking window now, but we're talking about MJF. We're talking about Jungle Boy, who's the fucking future. We're talking about Darby Allin. We're talking about these guys, even Ethan
Ricky
Page.
Starks.
Ricky Starks, Ethan Page. These guys are your future. These are the guys who are going to carry the company to the next fucking level. And what are AEW doing? Daniel Bryan's in a dream match. Kenny Omega's back to join the Young Bucks.
I mean, technically, you could push Kenny because he's not an ex-WWE guy. But I understand what you're saying. Push the younger guys
Kenny
more
Omega
than that.
made his fucking name in New Japan. Same with the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
They didn't make him. AEW didn't make Kenny Omega. AEW didn't make the Young Bucks. You've got to promote the guys that you make. This is where TNA fell down every day of the week. They didn't have their talent ready to go. It was like, oh, we need Kurt Angle. Oh, we need Booker T. Oh, we need Sting. We need Hulk Hogan to get us by. Shove them in storylines and promote them to the flipping hill. And then you're leaving Paul like the other guys, which were like Alex Shelley's, Chris Sabins. Yeah, they're getting
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe's.
Yeah, AJ Styles. I thought AJ did all right under TNA's banner, but look at Lance Archer and Chris White when he was in TNA. He had to leave to go to New Japan to become good and be a big name as Lance Archer. Lance White, sorry. And that's what could happen to AEW. And you know what? I love competition. I love the height of the Monday Night Raws. It makes both companies better. AEW need to just stop the shit going, oh, wait, WWE have done that. That needs to stop because they just
100%. Agreed.
They just need to focus on what they're selling, which was non-sports entertainment when they first started, which has become more fucking sports entertainment now than it's ever fucking been ever. When you start doing singing segments with MJF,
I understand, but like,
with me, you're like, what are you doing that for? You're not sports entertainment. You don't.
It's okay to sprinkle bits in, but to do.
I mean, they go hand in hand, fair enough. But when you're promoting that you're a sport, and that's what they did do, they promoted themselves. Right? We're not this stupid la la la. We're gonna be like wins and losses count. Blah. We're gonna make it legit. We're gonna be a sport. We're not going to tell you that bullshit the other one's doing. And then they start doing the bullshit the other one's doing. And it's like, what the fuck? I know they got their hands forced because of COVID and everything else, but it was still, they could have done it. They could have done the show without it.
Yeah, 100%.
They could have done the shows without it. They didn't need cinematic matches. That could be first ever stadium stampede match was shite.
I enjoyed it.
It wasn't what? You had flipping a change in costume, flipping Matt Hardy.
Exactly, that's why I enjoyed it.
I know, but it's not realistic, is it?
Wrestling's not fucking realistic.
I'm not saying the cinematic stuff what WWE were doing. They had a trash flipping Viking Raiders Street Profits bloody street fight, which was shite. Where we met almost for the first time as a big bloody big giant ninja. But,
yeah, it was, wasn't he?
It's one of them. I just stick to what you said you were going to do, and that's where they would have won the battle. They're a bit a million every week.
Think what's happened.
Get on the right path.
We'll end this soon because like Daisy doing a member stream.
Yeah.
So
hopefully somebody sent me a link because I can't join unless somebody sends me a link.
Right, I
kind of can do it through Discord. So I might talk on there as well.
Right, so
I have a word with Daisy Boy.
Here's my thinking. Since Tony took full control, like of everything, it's gone downhill a bit. Before, the Young Bucks had something, Kenny had something, Cody had something, and I think that was it. The Young Bucks had tag teams. Kenny had women's.
Because they were dating Rio.
I thought it was Shida.
No, we were dating Rio.
It's a good job we're ending now. 10 minutes. Perfect timing. I would
Take it home, baby. Take it home.
take it on. Thank you all for coming. Oh, before I actually forget, where are you, Dave? There you are. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, make sure you check out the video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Predictions video as well if you're playing the game. That's up already, so go check it out and put your predictions in. Monday, I'm thinking of a retro watch along on my channel, so make sure you pop in some suggestions to me what retro watch along we're going to do. There's no football on Monday.
Paige does
So
Dallas.
we might go a bit of retro before Clash. So get your suggestions in for that. I'm not live now until Monday, so that's why I'm saying it now. Yeah, I'm done now for the weekend.
Right.
You've got no more Dave in real life. 92 SummerSlam. It's been done like 1,000 times, so
Yeah.
that's the only problem with that.
Yeah, you also
Like-
DM'd him a link, James. So you've got 2 links now, Dave.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Until next time, you little fuckers. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye, twat.